Haha, just kidding. Guys, this is Breaking Tables.
It's the mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the mafia,
Down faded, baby.
Bills. It's the mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. Hey, who you reppin'? What's your team? Who you reppin'? What's your team? You know I'm reppin' for my team. I got Josh Allen on my team. Like a high Jordan Poyer, can you catch it? Trade day is like a mask, you not catching anything. Matt Milano making plays, we not scared of any team. Best in the AFC.
I'm joined by my co-host Neil Tampa, armchair GM. Neil, what up, dog? How you doing, brother?
What up, Brian? I didn't realize you were wearing Butch Roll's jersey. I would have rocked that one too.
Yeah, Butch Roll, baby, Butch Roll.
We got Beasley, we got Diggs. McKenzie make you miss. Dawson Knox with this.
Guys, this is going to be a special show tonight. We've been doing our mini series. We got all Florida chapters. And we're moving up north. Actually, we went up to DC. Now we're back down to Bills backers of Atlanta. We got a special guest. Guys, let me introduce. I'm going to go ahead and get Alex on the show. Alex, there you are. The man, the myth, the legend, Bills backer, chapter president of Atlanta. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciate it. Go Bills.
This is going to be epic. Go Bills. I pretty much said that every time we looked at the schedule, week in and week out. We're like, oh, shit, week one, go Bills. Oh, God, week two, go Bills. I bet you're excited. Tell me how excited you are when that schedule came out, when you can start booking it. Give us a little insight on your madness from last night.
I mean, the leaks started coming in pretty early. I'm in a group text with 6 other guys from the Bills backers of Atlanta. I'm in another group text with about 6 guys and girls from the club. So Pittsburgh came out early as a home opener, so people obviously pretty pumped about that. But we were most interested in Nashville, Tampa, New Orleans, and Jacksonville.
Because you guys are right there. You guys are how far of a distance? What's the closest? Is it Jacksonville or Tennessee?
No, Nashville.
Nashville. Okay.
About 3.5 hours on a bus, which is pretty much as long as you want to be on a bus with 45 Bills fans. It's a lot. We've worn out that trip. So we wanted to see kind of when NOLA, Jacksonville, and then Tampa. Obviously, Tampa and NOLA are a flight, but I know a lot of people are going to make those trips down. So yeah, everyone was buzzing. And also, like, after last year, that was the first year in probably 25 years I didn't go to a Bills game in person. So people are just itching to get back in the stands, man.
Oh yeah, every single game is going to be absolutely. It's probably already sold out. I'm sleeping. I'm like, yeah, this weekend. I'll worry about this weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm already seeing like, oh my God, the prices are skyrocketing. I just want to get one game. At least we live down here in Miami and we got Tampa. I was hoping we were looking at week 16, right, Neil? We talked about it last night that I wish it was in Atlanta so we'd all go up there and see you.
Right. Oh, dude. 4 years ago with the game in Atlanta, that was probably up until the drought was broken. That was probably the most fun Bills game I've ever been to. It was just insane. I'll tell you more about it later, but yeah, I mean, Atlanta, we go pretty hard. You know,
nice, dude.
Nothing beats the Ralph, but we did a pretty good job when everyone came down to Atlanta.
So do you guys have your own bar, your own little spot that's in Atlanta? And whereabouts Atlanta are we talking about?
Yeah, so we actually have 3 bars because Atlanta is so big and there's so many Bills fans. We can actually support and fill up 3 bars. So I started coming to Bills backers Atlanta about 11 years ago. I just graduated from Georgia Tech. And back then, you could either go to a bar or buy Sunday ticket. But I think, where I was living at the time, I couldn't even get Sunday ticket. So I looked it up, like, where can I go see the Bills in Atlanta? And it was at this one bar right in Midtown called Hudson Grill. We've moved around a few times since, but about 7 years ago, there's a board. It's not just me. We have a board of 5 other members. Ronnie and John, shout out. They've been running things for longer than I have. They kind of hold down the fort, and they were really kind of the godfather and godmother of Bills backers Atlanta. Then we brought on a few other people since then to help out because every year we do merch, we do a road trip, we do a tailgate, we do quite a bit. between the 3 bars. So yeah, so we have one bar that's right kind of between Midtown and Buckhead, if you know Atlanta. So that's kind of our in-town bar called Whitehall Tavern. We've been there. This would be our 8th year. And it was actually back when it was called Giant Grill. We were there and then we moved and went back. And they're awesome. It's a great spot to watch a game. They pretty much let us do anything we want on Sundays. So people like walk in and are just like completely confused and weirded out that there's just like 350 Bills fans there. Just
what is going on?
Yeah,
and I mean,
a lot
honestly,
of weird looks. But nowadays, we put up a big like flag outside the front. This is Bills country. So when they walk in, they kind of know. It's like you're about to step into like the Thunderdome. Like it's going to be rowdy. And then we have 2 other bars north in the kind of northwest of the city. Tavern at Medlock is going on its, I believe, 6th year of being a Bills bar. The guy who runs it is a big Bills fan, Pete. He's amazing. So people that live north of the city tend to congregate there. And then they actually opened an anchor bar 2 years ago. So this will be the 2nd year that they're also hosting Bills fans. And it's up like just like northwest of the city. And they're all pretty far apart. They're all like kind of like 45 minutes from each other. So there's enough people that go to them and they don't step on each other's toes, but they all do a great job. And so we I don't know, they just do a great job, and we love our bars. They really right.
So, and where exactly are you from? Let's just put a whole perspective on Alex.
All right.
Where was pre-Alex before Atlanta Bills Backer chapter president Alex?
So I grew up in Penfield on the east side of Rochester.
Yep.
And then I went down to Georgia Tech in 2005. And that's 4 blocks from where I'm sitting right now in Atlanta. So went to school, graduated in 2010, and that's when I started meeting up with the Bills Backers of Atlanta. So yeah, I'm a Rochester kid, as you can probably hear, and hear that Western New York accent. A lot of people are like, "You're not from the South."
Do you say pop? Wait, do you say pop or coke?
Pop is more of a Buffalo thing. We were thinking of pop.
Outside of Geneseo, south of Rochester, I've always said pop my whole entire life.
Yeah, my
Florida,
from Buffalo.
People are like, "What?"
But yeah, no.
All right,
Rochester, not really a pop town, but a lot of. But the funny thing is, so when I started going to the Bills Backers of Atlanta bar, and at the time it was like walking distance to my apartment, so I was like, "Great, walk there, crawl home. It'll be a perfect Buffalo Bills experience."
Nice.
But I like met people from my hometown. I met people that knew people I played lacrosse with. It's like you walk into the bar and it's like cheers. It's like I'm gonna run into someone that went to school next to me that I played hockey with. Like it's just such a small world, especially in Atlanta. So it's
Buffalo Bills is more than football, right, Neil? You'd say that, right? Buffalo Bills bring people together. That's simple. What Alex is saying.
Just walking through Publix, you'll get 2 or 3 people. Go Bills.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I walk through Publix with Bill stuff on purpose.
Yeah.
You guys have friendly, nice people down here in like South Florida. I walk, cause I'm Dolphin territory. I'm walking around with my Bills gear on. They're like, "Fuck the Bills! You lost 4 Super Bowls," and it's like, that's what I get. That's what you guys are like. I wish I had a Go Bills. I'd be like, "Yo, what's up?" I mean, unless you go to Bills Backers bar. Other than that, it's rare to find Bills.
No, man. Everywhere, every time I wear Bills gear out, same as you, Neil. It's like, "Go Bills." I run into Bills fans. And I'm always like, obviously, like, "Hey, have you ever been to Whitehall Tavern? Do you ever go to the Bills bar?" And most of the time they're like, "No, I didn't even know about it." And I'm like, "How do you not know about it? We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter. Like, we have a website." It's like, but we're always trying to recruit more people because, I've gone to weddings with people I met through the Bills bar of Atlanta. Some of my best friends have been to my wedding. It's like, it's hilarious. For Thanksgiving, if I don't go home, I go over to my buddy Larry's, who's a Bills Backer Atlanta guy. So it's definitely like a family down here. It's crazy.
Awesome, man. What's the best memory you've had there? And which bar? Hold on, before we ask that question, which bar do you said the Anchor Bar? That's your spot. That's your home.
So Anchor Bar is a little northwest of the city. I'm right in town, so I go to Whitehall Tavern.
Whitehall Tavern. Okay,
that's
sorry.
Where I hold it down. Sometimes they let me play music. We basically can do anything we want. The team at Whitehall, they get little bats for us. They got Anchor Bar sauce. Like one year we're like, "Hey man, like the wings were a little wimpy last year. What can you do about the wings situation?" Like the wings, right? They're like, "Oh, like, you know, they're going to be a little extra, but like, we'll get the jumbos. And we're like, done, get the jumbos. And every year we meet with them before the season. Like, what can we do to make it better? They let us sell merch. You know, the funny story. So like the second year at Whitehall Tavern, one day I was there and they said, hey, we got a call from the Labatt Blue headquarters. And they want to know why we're buying so much Labatt Blue. Like, what's going on at this random bar in Atlanta? And so we're like, oh, yeah, we're a Bills bar. And they're like, perfect. Send someone down there in 2 weeks to like hand out Labatt's swag and they're like, here's our card. Let us know if we could ever do anything for you. And they're like, yeah, we buy like 200 cases of Labatt's every week. That's why they're coming down there.
Oh my God. I love it. I'm going to be, we're going to be in Atlanta for one of my buddy's birthday bash, July 29th or 30th. Before I leave, I'm coming in there. I'll have to send you a message. We're going to do a couple shots and then I can go back to South Florida.
Yeah, hit me up. Whitehall. So that's where I hand out. But I actually haven't been to the Anchor Bar yet because last year was the first year and just COVID and everything. We were just doing the indoors.
Let's just throw last year out the window. Last year never happened, guys.
Yeah, other than Josh Allen, last year never happened. Stephon Diggs.
Right. Well, I meant life never happened last year. Buffalo Bills happened. Now, they're always happening, and they're going to happen even more this year. That's why I'm so pumped. But back to Whitehall, what's your greatest memory from that location? So what if I'm a brand new listener, I just moved to Atlanta, I want to meet Alex at the Whitehall. Tell them why do you need to go to Whitehall? Is it the ambiance, the culture,
So every beginning of the season, I mean, up until a few years ago, after about week 6, the bar's still full, but it's not like the first 2 weeks where it's like standing room only. People are going nuts because, the Bills are like 2-7 and like it's tough to get up for that, especially in Atlanta where the weather's good. It's like, do I want to? No, I'll check in on my phone, but at the beginning of every season, the bar's packed. So I always like kind of work the door because I'm like, oh, like, are you looking? How many people do you have? So I'm like, let's fill up every table. Let's find people that have spots. And there's always just random people that sit down next to each other every year. And I'm just like, oh, are these two open? Like, we're just going to put 2 random Bills fans with you. And every year.
That's okay.
Yeah, you're Bills fans. We're fine. And every year almost, like, someone, by like halftime, I'll look over and these 2 people or 4 people that didn't even know each other an hour and a half ago are like chumming it up, ordering more drinks, like having the time of their life. Because it is the culture. And everyone can always make a connection of how they're from Western New York, how they become Bills fans. We can all kind of relate to the misery of the drought and like going through all that. I mean, it's truly like suffering does bring people together. Fans
bringing back bad like scars. We've got scars. Yeah. Buffalo fans out there, listen now. We all got scars, every single one of us, and a long time has been brewing, and now we're just in a position where we're like, wake up. Don't wake up. I mean, don't wake up. But this
is happening. Dude. This is really happening now. We're ready.
Yeah, we kind of joked in like all my group texts with my Bills fans in Atlanta. It's like, it's kind of good that we weren't at the bar last year because like, I mean, how would we have been functional like the day after those games, the day after the New England game, like Monday night games? Like it would have been, I wouldn't have a job. My friend probably wouldn't be married anymore. It would have been a disaster. So we're like, all right, we can kind of ease into it. We were good. Now we're like coming with some expectations, but that's Steelers game week 1. It's going to be anarchy. They need to bring in like the National Guard. I'm not even kidding.
I said so. My boss was watching last night, and I was like, we're talking about all these games that we're going to be going to this year, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to need the next day off. Thanksgiving. You know what? All of November. Let's go ahead and squash November. All right, and because like we got New Orleans. I mean, we just got game after game after game this year.
Alex, what games are you planning on?
So selfishly, the schedule could not have turned out worse for me personally because of COVID.
Don't tell me wedding.
Oh, dude. I got weddings week 1. I got weddings week 3. I got weddings week 4.
Oh, no.
And 2 of those 3 are Bills fans, but they were supposed to be last year. They get moved up. So I will be definitely going to, I think I'm going to try. We've been talking about Dolphins week 2 because I can like sneak that in. in between 3 out of 4 weekends or weddings. We're definitely gonna do Jacksonville. That's only about a 5-hour drive from Atlanta. Not bad. I think we want to do Tampa, even though it's a flight. Just
Wait, you do Miami, but you wouldn't go to Tampa? But Tampa's closer to you guys.
Tampa. Yeah, Tampa's not too bad. The only thing with it's just later in the season.
Right.
I'm definitely gonna go.
Fuck Tampa. It's more divisional game down in South Florida. I've
never been to a game in Miami.
No. You need to follow the Bills backer, Jonathan Holler over Bills backer Miami.
Mm-hmm.
He has the craziest events the night before. So if you guys got to come down, recommend Saturday, get a hotel room, come to the beach. You can see the water while just thousands of Bills fans just getting crazy. Well, last year was kind of, calm because of COVID, obviously, but it's our governor completely just threw out COVID.
Time, whether COVID or not.
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah, because I got to see him. I want to see him early in the year. My heart is really breaking that I won't be at the home opener. I was really hoping that would be week 2 because then I could have gone. I'm gonna be flying. I have a flight that day, so I'll be on a plane, just hungover from a wedding. It's gonna be brutal.
I'll be honest with you, Alex. Even though that game is my backyard here in Tampa, I am looking forward to the New Orleans game.
You're definitely going?
Oh yeah,
I'm definitely going. I'm already looking at Airbnbs. Wifey already talked. I took off work already.
Like that game, I can't even put into words what that game is going to be like.
Epic.
New Orleans, Bills game, Thanksgiving. It's almost like the NFL kind of wants someone to die. I can't prove it.
Bills Mafia on Bourbon Street for an entire weekend. What the hell were they thinking?
God!
And then everyone has Friday, Saturday, Sunday off.
Yeah.
So it's like show Wednesday, leave whenever. Don't leave. Stay.
That's why I'm like, should we stay another night? We're doing Bourbon, so we're gonna fly in Wednesday for New Orleans.
Yep.
Bourbon Street for Wednesday night. Hopefully there's Bills. Jesse from Bills backers of New Orleans. He's gonna appear on the show, so he's gonna give us the tidbit because we're definitely going. I don't know if I can do more. I've done that like 6 or 7 times in my 20s. Yeah. I'm not in my 20s anymore. I don't think I can do it. So we just might leave like the Friday, the next day, and just it's kind of
like chills just thinking about it. I've been to New Orleans a couple times too. And by like hour 40, you're just like, what am I doing here? Who am I? What is life?
Why do I have 3 hand grenades? I'm just walking around. I'm walking around with hand grenades on Bourbon Street going, boobies.
Why did I order 4 when there's me and one other person? And I don't know, dude. New Orleans is a trip, and that's going to be awesome, especially because one every 8 years. It's the same with Atlanta. They only come here once every 8 years, so it's like.
And you guys have a badass stadium too.
Oh yeah, and it was the second game ever at that stadium when the Bills came to town. So it was like new stadium. When this was 4 years ago, new stadium. It was like week 3. So I'm already talking myself into 16-1, for the season. So it was awesome. 17-0.
You got to frame that.
We got to stay humble. We'll lose one just to keep them focused, right?
You're right. Even Trubinsky could beat fucking. It's 17-0 or bust. That's coming from Breaking Tables.
Well, and I think the schedule actually, now let's take off my selfish hat because I can't go to the games I wanted to. The schedule is great. The schedule actually lines up really well. 3 out of the first 4 at home, couple easy games in there. I don't think Pittsburgh's that good. I mean, I think we match up really well with Pittsburgh. And then we go to Miami. Tua doesn't scare me at all. And then we got Washington football team, and then
Houston.
So
that's we have 4.
That's a pretty
4
soft
teams who don't know who can throw the ball. Tua can't throw the ball. That's really our only all right, we have a 98.9% chance of going 4-0. Okay. That freak weird Hail Murray bullshit, whatever. But I don't see it happen. Not the Tua.
No. Not the Tua. No way.
But Pittsburgh, I don't even know if Roethlisberger will last. until week 1. He's getting hurt. Like every year, the decade, the more decades he stays, the like less and less he can play in a year.
Yeah, like listen, I'm 33 years old. If I don't stretch before I like go on a long walk, my legs hurt. For like Ben Roethlisberger's what 40? Like, dude, hang it up, man. You got nothing left to prove. You won 2 Super Bowls. You're a god in Pittsburgh.
Hall of Fame.
What are you hanging on to? Does he? He must not like his wife and kids or something. Something's going on.
You already it here first. According to Alex, Ben Roethlisberger does not like his wife and kids.
Prove me wrong.
Josh Allen. That was Josh Allen, by the way.
Oh yeah, nice.
He's going to be part of and maybe we should say that Friday night because you know that we got a bye week the next week, right?
Dude, we have a bye week the next week. That's probably not a good thing for the Bills team. That they
we have a Monday night. We have a Monday night game against New England. So we have that whole weekend, and then Thursday, Friday, and then so it's 10 days right there until we play New England. Yeah. And they're a joke. They got a Lego with a quarterback and Cam Newton. He's not doing it, man.
Mac Jones is going to start. I guarantee it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're going to call for Mac Jones week 2. Once, what's his face? Cam Newton gets 7 interceptions in preseason game 1, first 5 minutes.
I think they should have Cam Newton start forever.
Yeah, I hope he's playing. I hope he's playing for our sake.
Yes. Nice, dude.
Dude, like watching him compared to Josh, like Josh doesn't even look like he's throwing the ball, and it's just like 6 yards down the field. Cam Newton like does like a crow hop, and you can
hear him grunting. Josh Allen's like, it is like 100 yards. What
the fuck? He's the man. It's nuts. But this is SEC country. I mean, you guys get some of it down in Florida, but like Cam Newton. Watching him in college, that was one of the coolest. I have a couple buddies that are Auburn fans, and one of the OGs from Bills Backers Atlanta, Tori, is a big Auburn fan, so we used to watch a lot of Auburn games. So watching him in college, he was something else. I mean, but I'm glad he's now.
Okay, so guys, we're having way too much fun. So this next segment, we got to turn it down a couple decibels. Okay, tears in my beers. Okay. Give me the most memorable time where the team that we love so much put you into complete like tearful. I'm gonna go in my room and hang myself, David Carradine style. Joking, definitely not that style, but just it made you cry, made you fucking cry. Tears in my beers. What do you got for me, Alex?
This is probably a really good question I should ask my friends sometime because I probably don't remember some of them, but they would definitely remember just when we didn't even make fun of you because we felt so bad. But I was at the Steelers game when we lost to Willie Parker in the backups, and that was pretty bad. I was also at the game when Stevie Johnson dropped that pass to lose the game. I was feeling pretty good, and I threw my beer at a Steelers fan as we won because they were not being super nice to us. And then I realized that we didn't win. So not only did I not have a beer, but that was tough. I went to Georgia Tech. So when they hired Chan Gailey, that was really, I just got rid of him from Georgia Tech. And I was like, thank God. That was bad. The EJ pick. We like ordered champagne at the bar because we were like so pumped for who they were going to take. And then they were just like, EJ Manuel. And like, we kind of looked at each other like, can we return this champagne? Or should we just drink it? That was a tough one. And then every game against the Patriots.
Oh.
I've been to too many Patriots.
Tears of joy. Being that we've suffered for so many years under the shadow of the empire, and now we're in a spot you don't have like anything that just like, man, this is awesome. I can't believe this.
I mean, up until last year, like, I can count the really good Bills memories on like one hand. It was like beating the Pats in 2011. That was a day I'll never forget. That was. Oh, yeah. If you go on YouTube and if you Google Bills Backers Atlanta, there's still like these like old grainy videos of us just like raging at the bar. And I like called my boss as that was happening. I was like, I'm not coming to work tomorrow. And she's like, you better be there on Tuesday. And I was like, perfect. I'll be there on Tuesday. That was a really good day.
Okay. Oh, let go of me.
Yeah. And then after I hung up, I ordered 200 shots of Jaeger from the bar. And I was just like, round for the bar. And luckily, I was dating one of the bartenders. So I got like half off. But I was still like, that was a terrible idea, but also a great idea. Yeah, that was a fun year, even though we were terrible. What else? Honestly, the game in Atlanta was one of my better Bills memories. There was probably there's some pictures on my Facebook, but our tailgate before the game, there was a lot of people in town for that because it was early in the year. Atlanta's easy to get to.
What time you start? What time did you start? Tailgate. What's acceptable out of Bills backer Atlanta? The time you wait. Here's the question. What's acceptable? What's the norm of Bills backer Atlanta the night before and the night you start the day of a game? Give us
normally like week 1 this year. What time will people be at the bar?
Like no, like we're hypothetically we're playing Atlanta. We're Buffalo's in Atlanta.
Oh.
Saturday night, you're drinking all night. I am sure till what time, and then what time do you wake up? Like when Neil, for example, here's what I mean. Neil came down to Miami. Yeah. I picked him up at 6 a.m. And mind you, we're still drinking the night before till probably like 4 a.m. Yeah. Picked him up at his hotel at 6 a.m. with, can I say, beers in my vehicle in a cooler that we did not drink on the way to my house because we do not drink and drive. We just don't do that shit. And that was 6 a.m. So that's 4 to 6. That's a 4 to 6 ratio. I don't know. Sounds good. So I'm gonna go with it, Joe.
So my experience with Atlanta when they were here 4 years ago, because we had the night before party at a bar. We had to stop selling tickets at 350 tickets because sometimes there was 10,000 Bills fans here. So we couldn't just say, oh, everyone show up. It's going to go really well. So we had to sell like ahead of time tickets to make sure that 10,000 people didn't show up. So the bar, Whitehall Tavern, they got 3,526 beers for 300 odd Bills fans. They're like, it's going to be about 11 beers.
I would say like 10, 11 beers per person, right?
Yeah. And this was only from 6 to 9 because we did basically 3 hours, all you can eat, all you can drink, and then the bar's just open. And like, is that going to be enough for Bills fans for 3 hours? I was just like,
that sounds like a Jacksonville.
Like, I don't know, like maybe. So and we did some damage. But I actually ended up because the next day, because Atlanta, the city's right down, or the stadium's right downtown. So we had to, you can reserve parking, but like not really unless you have a Falcons, like you're a Falcons season ticket holder. So we basically just went to a paid lot and I called ahead of time. I'm like, it's a big lot. It's a great location. It's right next to this giant Ferris wheel that's downtown. And I'm like, what time can we show up? And like, oh, you can't show up till 6 a.m. I was like, done. We'll be there at 5. Just like wait outside. And when they like lift the gate.
In a line, like ants.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I was like, because I just wanted, because at the time we had, someone bring in 100 cheap pizzas. We had, there used to be a Duff's down here just south of the city. So Duff's came, they brought 4,000 wings. Yeah. So we had it was like a catered affair. So like, we got to have spots for, them to set up. And also I had my Bills flag. Like we want a place for the Bills fans to assemble for the game. So we got there, about 5:30. By 8 a.m., it was full. Probably a few thousand Bills fans by 8. Falcons fans are like walking by, just like, what's going on? Like, why are they already here? The game's in 5 hours. Like, it was already like a full blown party.
Falcons fans are walking by going, oh, look, another soccer team. Oh, yeah. It's Red Sox. Oh, wait, it's called football.
Dude, that was probably next to the Jacksonville playoff game. That was probably the best tailgate I've ever been to. It was wild.
You went to Jacksonville.
So you were out there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Both of us were there.
We were both there. Yes.
We're actually in the corner making wings next to a guy who showed up in a dually truck, and he had up like portable bars. So we had Neil to the left cooking wings, and he brought, and he's infusing them with Duff sauce and putting them into a turkey fryer. Dude,
that's amazing. Were you guys in like the Bills fan lot?
Yeah. We were in the as soon as you pull in, we were in the back corner.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. We got there at like 8 a.m. and we were like the last car in. We're like,
Yeah, no.
opened at 8. You're like, well, we just let people in.
What time we get there, Neil? Like 6? It was like we were there at like 6. We were rolling in at 6.
You showed up at mine and Dave's hotel, and we drove there because there was like 3 or 4 that the guy with the big truck in the bar. We all left together so we could park together, and we had that back corner to us.
The entire back corner. So you had to go through all the way. We're like as soon as the entrance way was like kitty corner diagonal wise was where we were at.
Yeah.
And dude, the night before, I don't know when did you get there? That day or the night before?
Yeah, we got there the night before. We were going to go to like the Bills backers party, but we heard they was just like out of control.
Out of beer. Not out of beer.
They were out of beer.
Out of beer. It was just like
they ran out of beer before the party time actually started.
Yeah,
like,
no.
What? Like, what
and that's my advice. Any Bills club, if the Bills are in town, you got to sell tickets. And I know it sucks because you can't just be like everyone come, but like, dude, there's too many Bills fans. Like, there's just too many. Like, if we said, hey, Atlanta, everyone come party, we sell tickets for our annual tailgate because like even that can get a little hairy. I mean, we
cannot put 10 pounds of sugar in a 5-pound bag. I'm just saying, you know. And Bills Mafia like, we get one fucking 20. We get 120 in there because we're Bills Mafia.
Yeah. So we were downtown at like the Jacksonville River Walk thing, which was all that's what we were. And that got pretty rowdy too. We had a pretty good.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was really a lot of fun. Duval was not ready for us, and we were trying to spread the message that guys, we're gonna be there this year again, even if it's just a regular season playoff game. It doesn't matter. Bills Mafia travels deep, and get ready for us this time. Do not fail us, okay? Because we're coming. We're coming in hordes.
Yeah, they definitely were like a little. Like, we've heard about you, but now you're like ransacking our village and we're experiencing it. It's like we've heard the rumors, and now it's like
nice.
Like the White Walkers are here. It's kind of like that experience.
Yeah, like
it's funny because this morning on the Tampa News, they brought up the fact that like, well, we also do know that we got Bills Mafia coming, so that's going to be that should be a fun weekend here as well. The news guy here says that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're like, Mark, like December 12th, like lock your doors, button down the hatches. Like,
do not go out. Do not engage with the enemy. It's like an alien invasion of all blue. Doing whatever you do, whatever
they hate
you do.
Tom Brady. So like, don't even try and be like, well, no, he's not on the Patriots. It's like, no, it doesn't matter, man. I don't care who he's playing.
Don't like him.
Yeah.
Yep. Still don't like him. Still going to
root for that game. I guess it must have been. So Tampa, it would have been 8 years ago now.
Yes, I got so drunk that I barely made it into the stadium. When by the time we got in, we were already down 7-0, and EJ Manuel was the MVP for the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Yep.
They returned the opening kickoff.
How hot it was?
Oh, so hot! I know.
It was like December, but it was like the 2-7 Bills versus like the 3-6 Bucks. It was a terrible.
It was a horrible game.
Oh, dude.
Speaking of horrible games and back to the tears in my beer, what was your reaction when you saw Nathan Peterman just throw pick? No way, you can't be making that shit up. Do you watch that game? What's your story?
So every year we have like our annual, what we call an annual tailgate, but basically we go to Tavern at Medlock, which is a little bit north of the city, and they basically just let us go in the parking lot. Like, it's a real tailgate. And they have food and pizzas. It's awesome. Pete and his team do a great job. But it's once a year because, like, for me, it's like a hike to get up there. And for a lot of people that live in town, it's just a hike to get up there. But we always go up there once a year because Whitehall Tavern, the only thing they don't allow us to do is like drink in the parking lot, set up tailgating tents, like a normal bar, right? But of course, we've always asked, like, come on, let us drink in the parking lot. I'm like, dude, we don't own the parking lot. Like, you can't.
What if you cover the entire parking lot?
True. Ooh. It is a very, very large parking lot, but I like where your head's at. And we definitely do go and drink like week one. There'll be people out there with a cooler, but it's more like we can't just let drunk Bills fans wander around because it's like attached to like Publix and there's like I don't know. Trust me, I don't understand it either. But anyway, so like we're all drinking early because was it the San Diego game where he like really
that was the San Diego game? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're all like drinking early because the tailgate starts at like noon. Game's at 4:25 or whatever it was. So by 1:30, we're all around, a keg and like, I think he's going to be good. Trust the coaching staff. We got this. How bad can he be? Peterman, let's do it, man.
He's got cool videos on YouTube where he throws it at targets from distances. He's like,
great.
This is our.
And like anyone who knows me, just like the eternal optimist. Like I always just hype myself. Even the bad years, I'm just like CJ Spiller, another running back. Let's go. Like he was great at Clemson. But like, dude, watching that after I'd been drinking for like now I'd say like 5.5 hours, like pretty heavily, like. It was rough. It was rough.
That was rough.
It was also just like, when you go to like, you guys have seen Braveheart, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, at the end, when they're all like hate him, but then they're torturing him so much, you're like, show some mercy. Like, I almost wanted to be like, show some mercy, Nathan Peterman. Get him out of there, man. Like, too much. Like, he's killing himself. Like,
listen, I've never once ever wished any harm on a player, but I'm like, why can't you somebody break his goddamn leg, arm, get him out of the fucking game? Excuse the language.
Insane.
No, don't excuse the language. This is an explicit show, and we curse around these pots.
Yeah, and then next year they're like, was it next year? Then they're like, oh, now he's going to be the starter.
Yeah.
Coach him up, and he actually didn't look terrible in preseason. So again, I'm like, I think he's got this. Like
he's a practice warrior.
Hey, he looked good in him and AJ McCarron. The guys preseason, they were preseason MVPs.
Preseason warriors.
Well, at least we had Josh in the wings. Like we knew he wasn't ready.
I know. He still jumps over fucking running back or linebackers.
I was at that game too in Minnesota.
I want to get a fat head of that. And forget this green screen. That's all I have in my back.
Hey, you know what's really funny? Nathan Peterman still has a job.
Oh yeah,
I know.
Oakland,
I know.
Right?
Oakland, yeah. John Gruden loves him. He loves him. You can have him.
Insane.
It's something's weird brewing.
You can have him, man. He's all yours.
Something weird's brewing. Something weird's brewing between those two. I'm not gonna speculate. We're not gonna get in that.
Did we release Nathan Peterman, or did they actually trade for him?
I think we released him. Where it's like,
no, yeah, we released him. Go. We traded.
I'm thinking of Zay Jones, who we traded.
Zay Jones, we
also traded AJ McCarron. We also traded AJ McCarron. We went over there. We got rid of Nathan Peterman, and guess what? Another team where he goes on. It's the fucking AJ McCarron's there, and he gets caught because Nathan Peterman's there. It's like, dude. If I'm AJ McCarron, I'm like, I'm throwing darts at like Nathan Peterman's head,
And he's also got to be like, I'm not worse than this guy. Like I know.
Like what is wrong with me? He's like, he wakes up in the or after practice or something. Like he's in the mirror going, oh my God.
Like no offense, if you leave your job to Nathan Peterman, who has probably like 3 out of the top 10 worst performances, because it was like not only like the Chargers game, but it was also like the Baltimore game week 1, and then like the first half of the second Chargers game when Josh Allen came in. Like those 10 quarters of football.
So
his interception percentage is amazing.
If you told me it was like 35%, like I would believe you. I would be like, yeah, probably, maybe higher, like 40%. Like I would believe any number you threw out.
So if you're telling me if Nathan Peterman walked into the White Hall with the Nathan Peterman jersey on, because he quit. He's like, I don't want to do football anymore.
He's got his varsity jacket on.
You'd walk out and be like, all right, number 1, you're buying us all fucking shots if you want to stay here. Number 2, you buy us all shots, you get the fuck out of here. or it's like, hey, Nathan Peterman, you fucking suck. Come on in.
I would definitely get him to sign something before he left, because like that would just be a hilarious like party. Like, oh, who's
Scott Norwood jersey? Like, hey, Nathan Peterman, can you sign a Scott Norwood jersey? Just
yeah, and also it would be like a hilarious gag when I'm like super old to be like, when I have a son, I'd be like, son, come over here. I want to give you this ball before I die, and it'll be like Nathan fucking Peterman, and I'd be like,
He was
It's a lot to me. And my kid will just be like, why did he give me this? Does he actually hate me? Because this is a terrible gift. Like, wouldn't that be really funny to like just like give to someone and be like, this means a lot to me, and just like fuck with them for like 10 years, and then they can be later be like, it actually didn't mean anything to me. I was just messing with you. And like that would be a pretty good gag.
That is absolute fucking epic. I want to like, hey, Neil, happy Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, what is this? Look at this. Nathan Peterman, really? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, like Neil, your friendship means a lot to me.
You gotta wear that.
Yeah.
If you want to be on this show, you gotta wear Nathan Peterman. No, actually, if
Brian, you know Dave owns one, right?
Yeah, I know. That's I heard the story. Where
you know someone owns a Peterman jersey?
I do know somebody, yes.
An old fraternity brother.
Thought as a joke, though.
It was completely a joke.
No way. No, he knew he did it. Dave?
No, he didn't. He didn't buy it. It was bought for him. It arrived at his house.
Oh, okay. After
someone bought it as a joke.
Yes,
but he wore it, and then we won that day, and so we made him.
He won that day,
so
we had to keep wearing it.
Yeah. Well, just
so you guys know, Nathan Peterman had an interception percentage career of 9.2%.
That's still too much
on 130 passes.
Dude, that's insane.
I wouldn't even give it away as a drunk raffle. I'd be like, all right, guys, we're having a burning, and how we start our burning is with a Nathan Peterman jersey.
The leading NFL interception, the interception leader of all time is Brett Favre. I'm not comparing it to Brett Favre by any means. However, Brett Favre does have the most interceptions of all time. His interception percentage through his career is 3.3.
So you're telling me that he's better than Brett Favre? Nathan Peterman's better. That's all I heard was Nathan Peterman is better
at throwing to the other team. Absolutely, he is.
Yeah. I can't really make fun of someone for having a Nathan Peterman jersey because you're talking to someone who once owned 2 signed EJ Manuel jerseys. Nice. I won 2 of them, and I tried to win them. I actively tried to win them.
Are both of them on the Mount Rushmore of I fucked up list? Yeah, I mean, EJ Manuel you can put Trent Edwards up there if you want to.
Trent.
No, he didn't fuck up. His
brain is mush.
His offensive line failed him.
Yeah. It's funny. So one of my best buddies down here, Mike, is a big Florida State fan. So we're he was just when you look at the Florida State fan who we're EJ, and he's just and we're just because you're thinking all right, this is 3 years. They got to give him at least 2. So it's great. We're gonna be starting over again in 2 years.
Yeah.
It's throw these out the window. Great. Yeah.
Well, if you don't see any potential, I mean, honestly, they're all right, there's nothing else out there. And EJ Manuel, we have faith in him. Doug Whaley is oh yeah, I don't know what he was doing. I mean, he was doing some weird shit and whatever. Yeah. That's why we got Brandon McFucking-Wizard. This guy is amazing. Look what he's bringing, the talent. He doesn't care what people think or people say. He knows what he sees. He trusts his guys. He trusts his team. Trusts his staff. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
What's that?
And we so when McDermott and Bean came to the Bills, we would joke trust the process because it's such a coachy buzzword. I don't know. I played sports. You have all those cliches trust the process, but now it's dude, the process is real. Give them the process.
No gain.
Yeah. I will drink the process. I will inject the process. Wherever I get processed, send it to me. Because this year in the draft, I was looking at the size of some of the guys we took in the draft this year, and it's comically large humans. You guys talk about this in your draft special, I'm sure, but it's 6'8", 6'5", 6'5". They're all huge guys. And I was just dude, give them some process and they're all just going to be studs. Give them that process.
Can we make that a meme? Alex, work your magic. Make that a meme, dude. That's funny.
Give them the process. Dude. Yeah,
I told my wife. I told my wife that on Valentine's Day I have to give you the process.
Yeah. She's like, I don't know, I'm a little tired. How about next Valentine's Day?
my wife's just shaking her head right now. I have like X-ray vision through my studio. I can see her in the kitchen going, I can't believe you fucking said that. Yeah.
You're about to get unplugged, man. She's been like, those wires. Dude,
man, that was good. That was good.
That was funny.
So yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting season. I cannot wait. I can't wait to get everybody involved. We've been asking a couple questions with I don't say everybody we meet, because this is kind of cool. It's kind of cool to see what their mentality is. If the Bills are not doing good in a game, do you be like, oh my God, I got to go change my shirt? Do I have to do this? Do I do something differently to give that mojo back? You don't have to be superstitious. You can be a little stitious. What's your story, Alex?
I'm just like usually like so positive during the games. Probably people find it annoying, especially at the bar. And if I've had some drinks, because like sometimes they'll let me play music during the commercials. So we always put like a few sad songs at the bottom of the Bills playlist, because like if things are getting bad, it's like, all right, here's a Don't Stop Believin', or like an Everybody Hurts. So we always put some sad songs like just in case, because like it can always go there, right? You're a Bills fan, like prepare for the worst. I'm not terribly superstitious. We don't. So we have a big Bills flag that I wave around when we score touchdowns. That never leaves the bar. That's probably like the only superstition. The only time it's left the bar is when we brought it to the Atlanta Falcons, the Atlanta game.
And you probably fold it up in triangles, and like when you go to pass it.
Yeah. Put it in my underwear. But yeah, no, I'm not like superstitious. I usually just like I just usually just like turn up the drinking. It's just like, all right, now I'm drinking sad, and like that's not a great place to be. But last year it was like I'm drinking happy for like 16 weeks straight. This is the best.
It was a different drunk.
Yeah,
I'm like happy as shit right now.
Yeah, like I want to listen to WGR tomorrow and like see what people have to say. Like
WGR will find a way to be like, well, they did this wrong. Okay, let me just tell you what they did wrong. I know we beat them by 35-9, but here's like, what
Josh Allen really the guy? Like, are we sure?
Yeah, dude. Self-proclaimed.
Dude, after they clinched the division, that next morning I was listening to WGR, and it was like every caller, I was like getting emotional. Every caller was like, one guy like called in and read a poem that he had written about the Bills. Like one guy called in and was just like, I'm just glad my kids finally get to see a good Bills team. Like,
yes,
like,
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Listening to it and like trying not to cry as I'm like eating my breakfast. It was amazing. And my wife's looking at me like I'm a psycho, and I'm just like,
this is
it's Frank and Tonawanda. Like, it's Frank. We love Frank. I don't know. Dude, it was emotional.
Dude, I went, I don't know about you, but Alex, I went absolutely insane for that game. When that Denver game was just, I tell the story. So some of our viewers may have heard this. I don't know if you have, but my wife is a wedding planner. So she had a wedding done in Sanibel Island that day. And that game was supposed to be a Sunday game. It was supposed to be a Sunday game. And they switched to Saturday. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I got to go. And I help my wife out on wedding days and move stuff and set stuff up.
Yeah.
Well, it got to a point of where I'm like, I've got to go. I found a Bills backers in Fort Myers. It was about 8 miles away, 15-minute drive. Went there and they blew it up. I had my beer and wings. I came back to that wedding after they won, ecstatic. I was trying to get on the show with Brian here, and I couldn't get on because there's no service in Sanibel Island.
That's right. Yeah.
There's no service in Sanibel Island. It doesn't exist. And I mean, I just went like, even the groom that night, he knew that game was going on, and he knew how big of a Bills fan I was. Yeah. And he's just like, he goes, they won, didn't they? I'm like, you are damn right they did. He's like, congratulations.
Yeah, and you'll never be invited to any of our family events ever again.
I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, dude. I mean, that game, it was like the whole second half was just like, who's going to score next? What else? Other things. It was like just like celebrating my friends. And I was like, you know what? This is how it feels to be a really good sports teams fan. And I'd never really encountered that. I'm like a Mets fan, Sabres, Bills. Knicks, I guess, if I had to pick an NBA team, but I'm not a big NBA guy. But like, I'm like, this is what it feels like when the Patriots are just running up the score on us, or so-and-so. It's like, we're just running up the score in Denver. Jerry Hughes is returning touchdowns, having a big laugh about it. Motors breaking off some run, going through tacklers. I was like, this is just the best. We can't do anything wrong. Everyone's having a grand old time. I just wish that there was fans in the stands for it, because
Oh, I know. Me too.
honestly, it would have been, I mean, you saw the scenes at the airport, and that's like 1/100th of what it would have been like.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Motor, by the way, did you guys see that picture of him today?
Dude,
Holy shit! He is jacked as right.
Well, he's probably been hearing all offseason how the Bills have no running backs.
Yeah,
and he knows, guys, stop, and he knows. Holy shit, we've got Christian Wade on the team. I gotta get jacked because Christian Wade. I'm telling you, everybody, I'm saying it right now. Christian Wade is the best running back in the world all time ever. All right, I'm saying it now. Christian Wade, thank you for listening. Get on the show so we can talk about it.
Yes.
Yes.
This is the #1 Christian Wade Bills podcast.
This is, can we just change this from Breaking Tables to the Christian Wade podcast? I'm gonna get his lawyers are gonna be like, "Hello, mate. Let's please not do this, mate, because
that's Australian again."
Oh fuck, whatever, however English.
I can't do any accents.
Hello, governor.
Hello, governor. I always forget he's on the team, and then they'll like put him in like a social media post or like the 12 Days of Christmas thing, and I'm like, who the hell is this guy with a British accent? And I'm like, oh, Christian Wade, he's still there. I forgot about him.
He's only touched the ball like 3 times, and he's got more yards than Nathan Peterman has interceptions, which is a lot.
With a lot of interceptions.
I had to like come up with something quick on the spot. I'm useless.
He did have that one preseason run though.
What? Guys, Neil, ask an embarrassing question, please, because I'm done asking embarrassing questions.
Oh, Alex. Well, yeah. What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened at the Bills backers? Yeah.
Yes!
I don't want to.
No, you have to. This is
Alex's mom. Please.
I want TMZ stuff.
Oh no, my mom loves the Bills bar. She'll come.
Oh, your mother's watching. Sorry, hi, mother.
I mean, we've had some pretty epic parties. I've had to ask people to leave the Bills bar because had too much to drink, and some of those people were my friends, and some of those people probably should have been me at some points. But after we beat the Patriots, so in 2011, and I think she might be listening. So put it this way: at that bar that we were in that year would give us 32-ounce Molson Canadians for $3, I think. So for about $10, you've got like 100 ounces of Molson Canadian in you. And needless to say, everyone would just be hammered every game. And so I think we started 2-0. People are feeling good. The Pats are in town. Probably not going to lose, but whatever. So we win. Everyone's going nuts. I'm ordering shots. And we end up just like dogpiling our friend Tori. And I'm standing on like a high top chair, and I jump off the high top chair onto the pile, and I just hear from the bottom of the pile, my leg. Turns out she tore ACL, just like straight up. And she like had to ice it, and like she's like, I'm not leaving. I'm staying in the bar. And
wait, so you didn't Alex Smith it? It was just a bruise.
It was just a bruise, but it was pretty bad. So like she just like got a thing of ice. She's like sitting in this chair. She's like half crying, drinking, having the time of her life. But she's like, I'm not leaving. I'm staying in this fucking bar because this is the best day of my life.
Tough it out, Tori.
Yeah. And the next week she showed up with like full crutches, like full leg thing, like complete tour. But she's like, it was worth it. 100% worth it. Do it again.
I ain't dead yet. No, you're dead. I don't know if you ever seen Monty Python, Quest for the Holy Grail. I ain't dead yet.
Dude, but it was funny. We're like looking over and she's just like crying. We're like, you all right, Tori? And she's like, just Molson Canadians will power me through this.
Oh.
So that was pretty funny. I don't know, dude. The Bills bar in Atlanta, anyone who comes to Atlanta, you got to go. All 3 of them are great. Whitehall is probably the most rowdy, I would say, but a lot of that's just because it's the in-town bar is a little younger crowd.
All right, so let me ask that question again. I'm not going to go live anymore.
All right.
You're not live anymore, Alex. Tell us the most embarrassing story you've got.
Trying to think. I mean, I honestly probably my worst performance at a Bills bar was that game in Tampa in December that Neil you were at.
That's why you don't want to go back. I knew it was something was strange.
So we drove down to Tampa on a bus with 45 Bills fans from Atlanta. That's like an 8.5, 9-hour bus trip.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, we start drinking immediately. And
Yes.
the night before the game, so we leave at like 8 a.m. And the night before the game, I had my work holiday Christmas party. So I was drunk when I show up to the bus. Like I get dropped off. Put it this way, I didn't bring any pants, so I had to borrow pants from the guy on the trip. Keep in mind, this
Hold on. Wait. Time out. We gotta set this shit all over. What do you mean you had to borrow some pants? Like, hey, I realize my slong's hanging out. Can I wear pants?
No, I'm wearing jeans. But Neil, remember how fucking hot it was?
Oh yeah, it was really hot that day.
I literally was like, does anyone on this bus have a pair of shorts that I can borrow because it's so hot? I only brought clothes for like December, and this guy Vito, who's the man, shout out Vito. He's like, oh, I got some shorts you can borrow, but of course they don't fit me. So I'm wearing like this other guy's cargo shorts. It's like I'm wasted. Anyway, so we drink all the way down there. So we get there, we check in the hotel, everyone's completely wasted. We're trying to check in, it's a disaster. There's a really funny story that I cannot tell about that, but needless to say, someone didn't know we were sharing a room.
Guess what we're doing after we hit end record? Because
I'm not going to
I am going to hear this shit. I fucking promise you. Then I'm going to tweet about it later. Follow at Breaking Tables. So go ahead, Alex. What do you got?
So we get to the hotel and like we double people up if you're a single because it's like, all right, double rooms and yada, yada, yada. Someone didn't know they were sharing a room. So they got in, they took their clothes off, they go to the shower, and then their roommate barges in and they're like, oh, here's a naked stranger that is not my roommate. So we got a good laugh out of that because he's like, who the hell are you? He thought it was like a home invasion. Anyway, so we all pile in and then go to the Tampa bar for the night before party. Things deteriorate. Pinto Ron's there. So, of course, we're having fun with him. And the Tampa bar is awesome. We had a really good time. But anyway.
Which bar? The patio?
Dude, I don't even remember.
I don't know if it would have been that during that time.
No, that's all right.
Was it in Tampa or was it in St. Pete?
They had an outside tiki bar.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That's the one in Carroll. No. That's the one in Carrollwood.
Oh, Carrollwood. Okay.
There's two different ones in Tampa.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a good bar.
All right. So what happened? What happened? Talk to us.
So anyway, like.
Remember, I'm not recording. This is all I'm not recording. Remember that.
It's whatever. No one I work with is watching this. It's fine. So anyway, some of us get kicked out.
Your mother's watching this.
But we say, oh, take us back to the Holiday Inn. So we go to the Holiday Inn. My idiot friends who put me in the Uber send us to the wrong Holiday Inn. So there's like me and this other Bills fan, this older lady, Jerry, and we're like trying to get back. And we're like, our keys don't work to our rooms. And we don't even realize we're in the wrong hotel. That's how drunk we are. It's literally a completely different hotel. But when we showed up, we were so drunk. And then we go there, we're so drunk. And so we're just like, what's going on? Our keys don't work. And they're like, sir, like, what's your name? We have no record.
We've never seen you before.
It's just like me yelling at these poor hotel workers that are just like, I'm wearing my Bills stuff. And I'm like, we have a big group thing here. And they're like, sir, there's no group here. And so like after like 20 minutes, they figure out I'm at the wrong fucking hotel. And so they like put me in an Uber. I didn't pay for any of these Ubers. So I think the Holiday Inn
they felt so bad. Like, listen, we will pay for an Uber.
Yeah,
get the fuck out of here in this car and get the fuck away from us.
Dude. So anyway, I wake up the next morning feeling great. Feeling like, and our tickets for that game were right next to that stupid fucking cannon. And so I'm like in my seat, hating life, wearing someone else's shorts, sweating, so hungover.
The sun side of the stadium too is where that is.
We are baking. Yeah. Like I'm going back to the bus. I can't take this. It's too hot. And the cannon just won't stop going off because EJ Manuel will just do another pick six. That was the worst Bills game I've ever been to, without a doubt. Yeah. And then we have to get back on the bus and drive 9 hours home.
Oh man, talk about crickets.
Our tailgate for that game was epic too. Like, dude, we had Steve Christie kicking field goals.
Oh, nice.
I mean, it was that tailgate was amazing.
Oh, hi, Mom. My mom's
Hey, Mom.
This is my child. I am so proud. Thanks.
Aw.
Well, the funny thing is, my little brother was there, and he's the one that put me in the cab to the wrong hotel. So you can,
Awesome.
you can be proud of him too.
He did that on purpose, then, didn't he?
Oh, for sure.
Whatever you do, mother, do not watch.
He's
Starting
staying in
from now,
Bradenton.
5 minutes before what I say. Starting from now, don't do that.
But no,
Crazy Alex, we just got to know Crazy Alex. That's absolutely awesome. That's amazing. That's a good story. That's actually fucking
that's a good story.
epic.
Yeah.
dude, I feel like every time the Bills backers go on a road trip, it's something like that happens. They're always pretty epic. We got a good crew.
And this year we can back it up. Imagine this year on the road trip and how we're doing. Imagine that trip back. You're gonna have to call next day off. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
If I'm going to Jacksonville, I'm going to Tampa. Dear Mr. Boss, I'm gonna.
Oh, are you kidding me? I think Barstool's already got the Thanksgiving Day game circled on their travel plans.
Dude, that's gonna be nuts.
Everybody, dude, everybody. I gotta get a ticket before we get sold out.
Yeah,
I know that's gonna be a hard ticket. I feel like. I mean, Saints fans, they're intense. They go hard.
But there's a friend of mine went to the Saints game in New Orleans a few years ago, and he said they were the absolute nicest fans. And I'll tell you, when we went to Nashville 2 years ago, they were nice too. Like they were, I mean,
yeah, I've never had a problem with fans. New England,
Cleveland's the
New
worst.
England, and Pittsburgh. I've got kicked out of both those stadiums for basically doing nothing. So,
Who's the worst? I want to say
is by far the absolute
have you been to
worst.
Gillette?
Who?
I've
Who's
never been
the
to Gillette.
worst?
No,
Cleveland?
I have not been. Cleveland's the worst. Yes.
I've heard Cleveland's pretty bad.
Have you ever seen Philadelphia fans? They're just absolute trash. They're like trash monkeys.
My only encounter with Philadelphia fans was Sabres Flyers when we swept them, and I thought I was actually going to die before I left that arena.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd go. I don't think I'd go
Yeah.
to Eagles wearing Bills.
Yeah,
gear.
I don't really need to go there that bad.
Yeah, it's not on my circle calendar thing.
That is not. If I see the Eagles, I'm like, eh.
We travel deep, but I ain't getting stabbed, dude. All right, I'll watch it for free down the street at the local Bills backers chapter here.
But I feel like
see, I was talking about this last night.
You said that,
dude. I said last night. I go, Neil. All right, dude. Here's what we're doing. We're gonna get a huge RV. I'll get it. I'll run it down here. I'll drive up, pick you guys up, and we'll just drive there. We'd leave Monday, get there by Monday. It's only like what 14 hours.
It's a 9-hour drive from my house.
9 hours, and you're fine.
9 hours.
So that's 14. Okay, 14-hour drive. And
if you drive, I'll drink in the back. Deal.
I'll drive there. I don't have a problem. I'm ready.
Going.
No, the rule is anytime I take an RV, whenever I do a little road trips, I will drive there. I'll drive there. I won't drink at all.
You want somebody else to drive back? Yeah.
I ain't driving back. I'm sorry. I will pay money to fly back. Like, no, I'm out. Sorry.
No.
You're fucking lost.
A one-way. Can we leave the RV there and just fly back?
Oh, that'd be cool. Like Uber RV or like RV. You home?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you when we
in an RV for a few days, they're gonna burn it with it.
Yeah. When I went to Houston for that playoff game, I flew there and had a whole bunch of like just stuff delivered to the hotel that we were staying at. Like I had a turkey fryer delivered there, and I'm putting this thing together the night before. I'm sure TSA, when they looked at my bags, they were like, "This guy has got one suitcase full of just beer, another suitcase with a cooler full of Jello shots and chicken wings." Like what is it? And then I came home and I had empty bags.
Yeah. It's like we need to put this guy on a no-fly list. I don't know what he's getting into, but it's nothing good. Nothing good.
When we flew back, we have always empty bags. It's like, what do we do?
He speaks perfect English, sir. Okay. I don't care. This is weird, and we're living in a weird world.
He is wearing Bill stuff, so
yeah,
I know. Yeah. It's like he's wearing Bill shit. Oh, fuck it. Let's whatever he wants on.
Yeah, come right through.
Pressure it's for the wings.
Yeah, I guarantee the TSA agent's like from Buffalo, and he's like, "Yeah, you're fine. I'm from Buffalo. I understand."
The director is like, "Oh, Bills fan. I would have let with that one. I would have let with. Why do this investigation when you said he was wearing a Bruce Smith jersey. Come on.
Yeah.
Keep
The,
going. Keep it moving.
Turkey fryer that I bought in Houston, I actually sold to the guy that was parked next to us.
Nice.
It worked out perfectly.
Nice. Houston. How was that?
Oh man, that tailgate was amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. They rented a whole lot for everybody to tailgate in. It was
Yeah, they have a
just
good
Bills
club.
fans in that lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun there.
Yeah.
Well, what's going on? What's the story with the lots for Tampa, Neil?
I'm waiting for that guy to get back to me on that. So
Yeah. I think you're going to get a pretty good
I
contingent
heard
from
no
Atlanta.
good news at all today from.
What did they say? I know you posted it, but what did they say?
So I called my rep of the Bucks today, and she told me, she goes, "We have got so many season ticket holders buying tickets right now that we are not even going to be doing."
Bandwagon fans.
Yeah,
Fuck.
we're not even going to be doing, like, don't expect to see individual tickets go on sale. Don't expect to see group sales. Is just not going to be a thing. So unfortunately, it's going to be a free for all of buying all these season ticket holders.
Yeah.
Tickets basically. So I have actually put in a request to buy season tickets for the Bucks, and I'll just sell the other 7 because I don't give a shit about the other 7.
Yeah. Probably make some good money. I mean,
Is what
Yeah.
it is.
Well, you're coming down to Miami, right, Alex? You got to, bro. You got to.
like,
So and here's
so.
why. And here's why. So
Bring
I know
shorts, Alex.
The night before.
no, I'm going to say every time I go to Florida, I got to borrow someone's shorts. Who's got a pair for me?
Well, hey, it didn't work the first time. Don't do it this time.
Hey,
course,
Alex, do you golf? Do you golf?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So we're it's just in the works between Bills backer Tampa, Bills backer Orlando, down here Bills backers South Florida Bills backers, and Bills backers Miami. We want to do a golf tourney, Bills Mafia golf tournament for that like that whole like the Dolphins thing, because you guys all want to come down here.
Dude.
But you have to be down here like Thursday night, and then Friday it's a golf tourney. Saturday's Bills backers Miami party on the beach, and then Sunday we just punch teeth.
Yeah. So you're really twisting my arm here. Like yeah, of course I want to do that.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't.
Yeah. Dude, I'm thinking that week after that when they play Washington at home, I have a wedding at Saranac Lake. It's up in the Adirondacks. I might be driving Sunday morning like the 5.5 hours to go to that game. I'm like seriously concerned. That's how bad I just want to get to the Ralph. Like 5.5 hours the day after a wedding, like done. Like I'll do it. My wife's like, I will fly back to Atlanta and I'll see you when you get home. Like,
oh, that's tough. So you're saying that I get to tailgate by myself in Buffalo for a team that I love.
Yeah. Well, I'll meet my dad.
I'm so gonna miss you,
season tickets,
honey.
so
I'm
You'll
gonna miss
find
the fuck
somebody,
out of
don't
you.
worry.
Yeah, no, my dad will be at all those games. He lives in Rochester still, and he's got tickets. So
Awesome, dude.
I just got to get to Rochester, and then I can just get in the back and start drinking.
Same with me. My brother's got a party bus. He's a Ford mechanic,
Alex,
and he owns a party bus.
is this the Tory that busted her leg?
Yes, she did. Tori.
Way to go, Tory. Way to go,
Right.
Tori was like an OG Bills backers Atlanta. Dude,
That's the same Tory that you almost killed her.
Yeah. Tori.
Alex Smith style, where the bone penetrated the skin.
No, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't good, but it wasn't that bad. The rest of the season, she was on crutches. I was like,
Awesome, guys.
tough luck. Right, she killed it.
Mafia. Alex, thank you for fucking hopping on the show. Guys, this is Breaking Tables. Everybody, this is Alex from Bills Backers Atlanta, chapter president. I can't wait to meet you when you come down for the golf tourney here for Bills Backers Miami. He's going to have a party down here. I'll make sure he hosts a golf tourney that Friday before. And then B, next, 4 years we play you guys in Atlanta?
Yeah, dude, that's going to be wild. I gotta start hydrating now. Start hydrating now. It's gonna be. Let me know.
Wait. He never once mentioned that. Alex told me to walk it off after told me ACL. It's like she got her leg dangling. I'm okay, Alex.
You're fine.
Walk it off,
You're fine. No
off.
worries.
You're good.
You got
You're
this.
all right.
You got this.
There's nothing that emulsions can't cure. Listen,
Hey, Alex, where can we find you? Where can we find Bills Backer Atlanta? Any kind of information we need? How do we do this?
We're on all social media. Join our Facebook group. If you don't have Facebook, join our mailing list. If you don't have email, send me your address and I'll write you letters. But yeah, we're on everything. Just look Bills Backers Atlanta. And Whitehall Tavern in town, Tavern at Medlock, Anchor Bar. Go to the bar this year, support them. You know, they had a tough year last year, just not having us every Sunday and having the normal, customers in. So really go out of your way to support them this year. But of course, be safe and do what you're comfortable with. But tip them well this year because they treat us so well. So,
what's your fax number?
Fax number is.
I want to fax you, young gentleman. I'm joking. All right. Who's got a fax? You know, I hate when I hear that. It's like, can you fax me? No, I cannot fax you. What? Let me just get a Pony Express mail to you.
What's your
I'm
Morse
fucking
code
faster than fax.
Here's some smoke signals. Like, you'll see them.
Alex, this was a lot of fun, brother. I
Thanks
appreciate you,
guys. This was a blast.
I want to have you back on the week before we play Atlanta, and you can give us your details about what's going on, where to meet you, or for if you're flying to Atlanta, because Atlanta's a big airport. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be in Atlanta for a couple days. Where can I have and buy shots for Alex? So that's what we're going to have. We're gonna do this again.
Well, Atlanta outside of Vegas has the most strip clubs per capita, so you'll find your way, I'm sure.
I don't know what does that mean. I don't know what that means, but we'll talk off air about this. Guys, Tampa Neil, where can we find Breaking Tables?
Oh, you can find us on YouTube, all the majors, Facebook, Twitter.
What's our Twitter?
Breaking Tables.
He's like,
awesome.
Guys, this was so much fun. Bills Backers Atlanta, Alex.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Any other beer? Alex, don't go anywhere.
Fatality. Finish him.
I'm seeing another beer.
Is that a Sparks?
Yeah,
Fatality.
Guys, thank you so much. Love you, Bills Mafia. You guys check us out this Sunday. We're doing a show with Bills Backers Italy this Sunday at 10 a.m. They're a couple hours ahead of us. So Lamborghini fettuccine, linguine. Forget about it.
Buongiorno, Bills.
Look at me all wrong. Do it again. I'm going to stab you in the eye with a silent iron. Ow. I'm joking. Bye-bye.